All right, now let's get a check on the markets now. That's talking about the crypto space. We know it was a bloodbath yesterday. Let's see if there's some recovery. I'm looking at Coin 360. They see the color in the market. It was full on red yesterday. If you can put up Coin 360 now, let's get a check on what's playing out, because Bitcoin fell below $90,000 for the first time since November. And interestingly, we also saw that Tesla, their market cap also dropped below the $1 trillion level. We know that relationship between Tesla and Bitcoin, but there's some kind of recovery, at this point. It's all green on the screen with Bitcoin up about 1.21%. But is Bitcoin out of the woods yet? I guess we still have to find out. But XRP with a big move, about 8% up. And we also see TON in the green. Ethereum holding up 3.73%, up $2,492. But let's get a check on how the market is feeling. That's the crypto market. I'm talking about the fear greed index. Yesterday, we did see extreme fear in the market, and I wonder if it's still extreme fear, but I think there's an improvement there, about 21 points, showing that investors are not feeling that greedy like they've been used to into the fourth quarter of 2024. It's been extreme greed, since most of 2024. All right, let's look at the headlines in the market now. We see AI crypto tokens, they're surging with the, they're leading the front line this time. There's most of these artificial intelligence coins, and most of them are posting double-digit gains. I think the optimism is around NVIDIA's upcoming fourth quarter earnings. That's due today, so I guess they're front-running the market, but Bitcoin still remains in murky waters, even though these AI coins are going up. Then we're seeing Solana. That's just 30 days. Solana is down about 37%. Could be maybe the memes are not getting that attention, so far. But Solana has rallied so much, since the beginning of 2024 into 2025. Then we see PayPal just trying to expand their PYUSD stable coin. They're trying to generate more products for cross-border payments. Where their PayPal, they're quite big, on stable coins this year. All right, let's bring in Shehu Dania now. Shehu Dania, he's the CEO Alpha Geek Technology. Hello, Shehu. Great to have you.
Hi, good afternoon, Ladi.
Good afternoon, Shehu. So, I don't know, the bloodbath we saw yesterday in the market, was it a surprise, to you, or is something you expected somehow?
Definitely, it was expected, because if you look at the trade tariffs that were given by President Trump, kind of like was a large factor. A lot of investors were already, get scared, and they moved on higher risk assets like cryptocurrencies. So a lot of people definitely wanted to take their money out. And then we also referenced the hack on the Bybit exchange that happened last week, or that was announced last week. And a lot of people started losing confidence, and people, a lot of investors who decide, well, let me go to a safer, asset class. And of course, definitely the stock markets also added. You know that there were few price drops. Of course, that's also attributed to President Trump's trade tariffs. And some, across different countries, regulatory scrutiny, Federal Reserve policies, and a lot of high interest rates are also factors that made so it was expected. However, a lot of people sold off to exchanges, people dumped, and now we're seeing a recovery, because I think over $1 billion was actually sold off, and a lot of people's trades were liquidated, and now we're back to getting people's interest, and we're seeing the markets recover.
Yeah, with billions of dollars liquidated, yesterday, those were people that believed or expected that Bitcoin would go up, and they got wiped out yesterday. So tell me, Shehu, how do you manage, market sell-offs like the one we saw yesterday in the crypto market?
So pretty much, I think the major thing is, risk management. That's what's most important. You have to be able to prioritize risk management, so you avoid over leveraging, and you only invest what you can afford to lose technically. And you focus on the fundamentals. So if you're not a day trader and that's not your business, you probably focus on buying and investing long term. So you do not need to watch the market. Because if you look at Bitcoin, for instance, year on year since inception, it has actually been performing as one of the most, it's one of the best performing assets. So if you don't look into those little macro daily trades and daily things, we believe that people will not panic and sell all the time. And then we should also look for projects that have strong teams, that have solid technology, good real world use cases, and every time we should always just diversify our portfolio. Times like this, you just have a little bit in your reserve that you can use to buy the dip. I mean, that's dollar cost averaging basically. So buy
Yeah.
the dip, you're able to average out your cost.
Yeah, Sean. So you did mention, year to date in 2024, I think Bitcoin was up over 100% so far. But it's quite funny and interesting that no matter how much an asset class goes up in value, once it starts that pullback, people always panic.
Yeah, nobody wants to lose money. That's what it is, and everybody's trying to lock in their profits. That's what. But I mean, basically, it's difficult. So the people who actually are day traders who trade on a regular basis, they do not trade with emotions. They have their set targets, and when they get to those targets, they actually cash out their profits. So the major thing that most people should know as traders is that you need to know what your base currency is. If your base currency is USD, you focus on increasing the value of your USD. If your base currency is in Bitcoin, one Bitcoin will always be one Bitcoin, one Ethereum will always be one Ethereum. So you focus on what that is. So whether it goes up or down, you know that one Bitcoin is still one Bitcoin. That's what you have. Even if it goes to $1, it's still one Bitcoin because you focus. You have to think that way. And then if you are trading for profit or you're trading, you have to establish what you are trading for. If you are trading to increase the value of your USD, you will always try to aim to sell, whatever assets you have when it's up, and then you buy back when it's down. So that way you lock in your profits, you increase your gains, and just watch the market. There's no need to be sentimental about it.
All right, now we're already seeing complaints. So on social media, some traders talking about buying the dip, but the dip keeps dipping. So what do you think should be the strategy at this point? Because some might be on the sidelines now, trying to find ways to or a price level to actually enter the market back. But how low do you see Bitcoin going?
I really can't tell, and but the truth is, for anyone who wants to enter the market, you just have you set your mind to what you can afford to come in at. So if you say you want to come in at 75K, truth be told, it might be for 1 second, it might be for a split second during the course of the year, but there's a possibility that the market will dip and those your orders will get filled. So you set that and then you take your mind off it. You believe that you've invested at 75, you believe you've invested at 60. If it never hits there, well, your money is still available to you. Your capital is not lost. So as opposed to buying at the top and then selling low out of panic. So most times people just need to focus on their strategy and of course focus on the long term.
Right. I guess don't try to beat, Mr. Market. Just, set your own targets at this point. So we're all expecting results for NVIDIA. Fourth quarter results, that would definitely shape what plays out with the tech-heavy NASDAQ. But do you think, NVIDIA might outperform, somehow outperform expectations today?
We'll keep our fingers crossed. But I really can't tell, So most of the time, because most of everybody else, like the Chinese who rolled out their new AI model, which they claim to be less expensive. That's part of what make people sell off NVIDIA stock, believing that these things could be done cheaper and nobody will they can actually get better performing chips. And of course, everybody's still thinking about quantum computing, but that's still light years away. However, I believe very much that they're putting in a lot of work. The team is strong, they're dedicated, and they have a lot of other things going for them.
All right, let's hope NVIDIA, I hope they don't go deep seeking today with that result. But thank you so much, Shehu Dania. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.